The plagiarism is not 50% plagiarism, it's 100% plagiarized.
Oh my goodness.
So it's like, they told me like it's probably AI generated.
Hi, this is Benjamin Jeremiah Ong from Livesmart Asia. Thank you for being here. Today I have with me one of my students that I haven't seen in 10 years, and I'm really glad to have this opportunity to have a chat with him. He was sharing with me his progress after the program, what he's learned, how it's benefited, and there's this one really interesting story that I think that you need to hear about it. So he's sharing me that he used the skills. You use the skills, right, bro?
I use the skills.
Okay, now specifically the memory skills you use, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now he's telling me that this memory skill is so good that everybody doubted him, right? They literally doubted him. Okay, can you please share with us what happened in your university? And he attended the program. How old were you when you attended the program?
17.
You attended the program.
You mean
the workshop?
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. the workshop, 13 years old.
13 years old. So he was 13 years old. Then when that incident happened, how old were you?
About 19, about 18.
Even today, still use the skill?
Even today.
Okay, very good, huh? Right. So what happened? What is so interesting about it? Can you share with everybody what happened?
So basically, during my university time, there's like SA for me to submit because that's where I collect my exam points. And that's where I would know that I go up to year 2 in my university, right? So that was like a final exam for year 1. I was like going through all those papers and choosing like a question for me to write a 2,000 word essay, right? And I chose one of it. It was something related to organism where I have to compare and contrast about it. And talk about it and say like what happened if like they mix together, or like let's say what type of environmental situation, right?
Right.
Alright, so I was like thinking, I was like going through, like I was so tired because I have actually no idea what to write, and I didn't know that I going to pass this examination or not. I was scrolling through like Facebook, like what students do, procrastination, like laptop in front, but then you're just scrolling on your phone, looking through Facebook, and then suddenly, this is a true story because I just remember it like frame by frame. I saw your video.
Okay.
I saw your video.
You saw my video.
I saw your video, and I thought of, oh yeah, you taught me mind mapping, right? So at first I just took up my map. I took up a blank piece of paper. And I just draw the mind map. Draw everything. Use different colors. Those sharp colors are those important, and those darker colors are more like not so important. You know what I mean? So that I can differentiate which is which. So after that, I just memorize it, like just to memorize the whole mind map. And for your information, I didn't do one mind map, right? I do 10 mind maps.
You did 10?
Yeah, 10.
Okay,
because there's like 10 different topics.
Okay,
so
yes,
I did 10,
correct.
and then I just memorized those 10 mind maps. And then during the essay when I wrote, look at your mind map, and I was like, oh yeah, this is this. Yeah, right. I put it into my own words, and I check everything. I did not use anything from the internet except those 20 references.
Okay.
So that means like I need to find the supporting references for me. That why do I say this is this?
Right.
And I sit down for 2 hours and I just map out all those mind maps in my head. So I'm going from like content to contents, sub-content to sub-contents, and everything, and just remember each frame by frame.
Right. Now, the skill that he was using, right, is actually power-up notes. He used the power-up notes, created the notes, then after that used the memory skills to go and memorize every single thing. These are things that we actually teach the student, right? Now, you were also telling me that this entire work, you did it already. It was so good to the extent that what happened?
It was so good to the extent that after about 2 weeks,
right,
my lecturer emailed me, said that I need to come in for an interview for suspected plagiarism. The plagiarism is not 50% plagiarism, it's 100% plagiarized.
Oh my goodness.
So it's like, they told me like it's probably AI generated.
Okay.
But then they cannot find the supporting documents because they checked it, they just suspected, because how do I say it? Most of like Asian countries, right? Let's say if we go to Western countries, right? Our English will not be as good compared to them. So like those lecturers, they were able to see the difference quite quickly, right? So I just went into the interview. At first, my heart was like about 120 BPM, like beep, because if I actually fail that exam, I cannot graduate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Crucial paper.
Yeah, crucial paper.
Yep.
That paper stands 70% of my homework.
Okay.
Right, so I go in, I talk everything, I say this, I say that, and everything. Right. At the end, he was like, "Oh wow, okay, I actually did wrote it myself."
Exactly.
Because he asked me, he gave me like a time, he gave me time on the
Right.
spot, right? I go in for an interview, gave me time on the spot, and I have to rewrite the paper.
Rewrite the paper.
I did rewrite the paper.
So
the
they,
people when
they suspected you, but they asked you to do everything again.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really an interview, it's more like an interrogation.
It's like an interrogation.
Okay.
So it's like they interrogate me, right? After that, they said like to prove you're not cheating, right? This is the same exact paper.
Right.
They asked me to write the same exact 10 points that I used in the paper.
And then they were surprised that you'll be able to do it.
Yeah.
Asian power.
This is why they call us Asian, not Asian.
Asian power, right? Actually, I always tell students that nobody is born. Maybe there are some people that's born with special skills,
Yep.
But I would say that on average, nobody is born with like super good memory.
Yep.
Sometimes it's really a matter of being trained.
Yep.
So once you have the necessary skills, like what you did, then you'll be able to get every single thing.
Yep.
To the extent that the lecturer also think that he's cheating. I think that is a really great testimony, right, to getting the right skills. And when you have the right skills, right, you'll be able to get the right results.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for listening. I thought that you really needed to listen to this. It is really a matter of getting the right skills to create the results. And I'm really glad you have grown into a wonderful gentleman right now. I've got a small little gift. It is the 10-year anniversary shirt that we have here. Okay, right. This is a Livesmart 10-year anniversary shirt. Behind it says, "Make it happen." Right. So Go Kaiwan, you have made it happen. Thank you so much for being part of our academy. Right. Thank you
so much.
Right. This is for you.
Wow.
Right.
I do have one in my car right now, you know.
Really?
Yeah, I did bought it. Like it's like no disrespect, it has become my pajamas when I sleep at night.
Pajamas. So right now, he's got a new pajamas already. So thank you, everybody. If you like this video, like, share, subscribe. If any one of my graduates want to reach out to me, tell me that things have been wonderful for you so far, we would really love to listen for you. Okay? See you guys again. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.